Vine as well. This is called Mustang grape. And you can recognize Mustang grape because of its leaf shape. If you touch Mustang grape, it's pretty soft. Like, it does feel very soft. Just be careful. Some people are allergic. My mom is allergic, so just be careful. But, you know, if you run out of toilet paper, Mustang grape is actually what we call nature's toilet paper. If you're not allergic, it's a great leaf to use as toilet paper. It's also like candy for goats and farm animals. So it grows a lot around the school and it makes a nice tasty treat for a lot of animals. So my neighbor is a master gardener. He is amazing. He even has a koi pond in his backyard. He's just incredible man. This is a tree that we don't see too often where we are, but if we were to drive about 4 hours, we might see a lot of it. This is actually a big tooth maple. So it does get a lot of nice fall color. And right now, as you can see, leaves are bright green. It's making its big tree here. He takes really good care of his plants. He also has one of my favorite vines. This vine right here, Bougainvillea, beautiful vine. Can be in lots of different colors. It grows really well in Houston especially, and in Mexico and a lot of places, even in Austin. But Bougainvillea is just such a great vine. You can use its colorful petals there to make tea. That's supposed to be really healthy for you if you put like a cinnamon stick in there with it. But just be careful if you ever do go up to Bougainvillea because it does have some spiky stems, so just be a little careful. This is a palm tree. And even though these trees, there is a native palm to Texas, but this palm is actually pretty good here for a certain kind of bat called like a yellow bat, because the yellow bat actually likes to nest. It makes its nest in these palms that are sagging down, like the dying leaves. It like makes a nest in there. So in July, what the Bat Society told me was that in July, when a lot of people are having pool parties, they'll hire people to come out and cut down all this dead stuff from the tree. And then when they do that, some little bats might fall out, and then they have to call the Bat Society to come collect them. So if you do have a palm tree, I would encourage you to encourage your parents to not cut down these dead pieces because they do make a nice habitat for the yellow bat. Okay kids, I expect you to be able to identify this tree at the drop of a hat because this tree, we are always observing its life cycle every day that we are in school. Right now, it's got its leaves going. Nice, simple leaves. Hey, do we know what it is yet? We see it every day. We see it outside our windows, 2 of them. Yes, it is the Bradford pear. This one's got some bulb moss on it. That's okay. So with our Bradford pear, again, it's an ornamental pear. It's not native to Texas, so it's not a great tree to plant here, but it does grow fast and make a lot of shade. And it's a really pretty tree. There's even one at the White House because once a president's wife thought it was such a pretty tree, and they were all the rage in the housekeeping magazines on how to make your yard look really cool. So there's one at the White House, one Bradford pear at the White House. There's a ton in Texas, but they are native to Asia. The pears aren't something we can eat. They're ornamental. If you have a choice between planting a Bradford pear or something else, you could plant a Mexican plum. Mexican plums also make the pretty white flowers. They don't smell so bad like the Bradford pears. And they're native, and you'll get plums. We'll look at a Mexican plum soon. But here it is, our Bradford pear. Plant walk. I don't see a lot of deer because I live in the city. Jeez. Oh my gosh, look at that deer. We're kind of everywhere right now. These are primrose. I bet you guys can find some. We should have a Pink Lady Primrose competition where we see who can find the most Pink Lady Primrose in their neighborhood. We make tally marks. That's a good idea. Well, don't know too much about this plant. Just know it's a lovely Texas springtime flower. There's also evening primrose that sometimes pop up that are like electric yellow all the way, and they're basically the same as the Pink Lady, just a different color. Anyway, such a nice little flower to be growing alongside the other early spring Texas flowers. Another lovely Texas springtime wildflower. This is, some people call it Mexican blanket, other people call it firewheel. Just a really beautiful flower. I love seeing these guys around. I love that they add two colors, the red and the yellow. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you, firewheels. You know, I feel really blessed to be in Texas in the springtime. Makes going on a plant walk so much fun.